Greetings, West Springfield geometry students. This is going to be the second video for topic 16. And in this video, we're going to be talking about topic 16b, which is the triangle angle bisector theorem. Okay, now, the word bisector is important here. That's something I want to draw your attention to. Hopefully you guys will remember from earlier in the year that to bisect something means to cut it in half. Okay? Now, this line right here, I can tell is a bisector based on the fact that we've got two little arches up here. That's telling me that these two angles are congruent, which means that this line here is a bisector. It's bisecting this angle right here, this one big angle, okay? Now, in an instance like this, where I have a line going through a triangle that is a bisector of one of its angles, the sides of the triangles are going to be proportionally related to one another. And here again, I can set up the proportion that defines this relationship by saying that A over B equals C over D. Okay? So if we were going to do an example as we've got over here on the right hand side, what exactly would this look like? If you will notice, yet again, there is a missing piece of information that they have not given me here. Okay, so I need to know what this segment is right here if I'm going to be able to set up my proportion. But even though they haven't given me the length of this segment, they have given me enough information to figure out what the length of the segment would be. So this whole length right here is 24. This little part of it is 10. That means that this remaining part of it must be 14. Okay? And so now I've got my A, my B, my C, my D, and I can go ahead and get to work on setting up my proportion. So again, A would be 2x minus 5. My B would be 10. My C would be 21, and my D would be 14. To solve any proportion, remember we cross multiply. And so when I do that, I'm going to have 14 times 2x minus 5 is equal to 21 times 10. And when I distribute on the left and simplify on the right, I get 28x minus 70 equals 210. And now I've just got a two-step equation that most of you should be able to solve without too much difficulty at this point. Add 70 to both sides. 28x will come down. Let me move this up so you guys can see what I'm doing a little bit more clearly here. So these guys cancel. 28x equals 280. Divide both sides by 28. And here again, purely coincidental, I can assure you, we get x equals 10. Okay? Now they might ask us in a question like this to solve for x. They might ask us to say what the length of one of the sides is, right? Like in this case right here, they could ask for the length of this side. Important to understand and be able to distinguish between those two. Pay attention to the question that you are being asked and what they are asking you to do here, okay? But again, if you have a triangle or an angle of a triangle that is bisected, then we can set up proportions the way that we did here to figure out what the piece of our missing, or what the missing piece of our information is. Hope that's helpful.